The king of African rap is back with another album called God Guluva, and it's been a good four, I'm lying. It's a good 2 years since he is released a solid body of work, and my sister is bloopering me. Anyway, Kwesta's out. He's calling it God Guluva, and getting into the first track, it's called Tandazani, which is unorthodox because it's, I don't know, not like Kwesta, but recently he has this thing of fusing Kwaito with, what do you call it? Fusing Kwaito with hip hop, and so far it's been working for him. Singles like Njandini, it started back with Good, and it's been making waves. And yeah, Tandazani is a track featuring Yanga. I'm assuming it's very mellow and it's not what you'd expect, and it reels you in because you think to yourself, what else is he gonna do on this thing? Snakes in the Crib. Kwesta is a rock star. He's well known for choosing unique instruments for the genre that he's in, and yeah, I got Bohemian Rhapsody vibes, Def Leppard vibes, AC/DC vibes, beautiful beat selection, and man, that guitar is crazy. And I'm a big fan of rock and roll, so it was really nice to see a hip hop artist use a guitar, an electric guitar. The other track is called Dulas. It's properly fast paced. I like how disastrous the chorus was because it actually works. I mean, if you release an album and everything sells like hotcakes, you are kind of allowed to do what you want to do to explore more. So that's what I got from Dulas. And then we have a track called Puma Satan, which means get out devil, and Dulas means stuff, I guess. I'm not really well versed with Kasi Vanek, but that's as close as I can get. Puma Satan, I like the marimba. Kwesta eats the beat as you would expect, and the thing that stood out for me was the Thanos bar. He was like, I snap Thanos. It was amazing. The other track here was called Ntabiseng. I'm not gonna be biased because that's my sister's name. I love the beat. I loved the singing. It's slowly, like you were being slowly ushered into Kwaito. Yeah, like it was slowly getting there because of the title. You would understand that that's the direction that he was going for. And the standout track on this thing is called Fire in the Ghetto, one of my favorite tracks on this thing. And I'm guessing that was the case in the studio when they were making the song. There was a fire in the ghetto. And yeah, Kwaito represented beautiful keys towards the end, the guitar too, and it's just a mixture of melodic harmonies that solidify Kwaito and hip hop in the South African history books. The other track on this thing is called Kubo. It's Kusheshe music. That's how I can put it in a nutshell. K.o.d was there. He was rapping his butt off in Zulu, and it felt like a freestyle between people that are so passionate about Kasi music. You have your vocalistics there, as much as he didn't really get enough runtime to solidly lay down the verses that he was supposed to. It was still refreshing to hear. The first initial reaction I got when I was listening to Masek was, where is Youngster CPT on this thing? But I'm guessing that Kid X was featured, and it kind of makes sense because the last time I checked, they own Rap Life together, and it makes more sense why he featured Kid X, and it was dope. The beat reminiscent of Brown Dash, I liked hearing that, and again, he keeps paying homage to the originators of Kwaito with his samples and the way he chooses to feature the people that he featured. The bottom featuring no one. It felt Maskandish, another crazy chorus there. It had a Saki vibe to it, shall I say. And yeah, and then it goes straight to traditional music. It was something vocalistic did with, I think Pearl Tusi was there, and the lady that sings Nokwazi. I'm sorry, Nokwazi. It felt like something that they did, and yeah, it was another refreshing cut on this thing. Nobody. It felt like Stay. Rihanna and Miki Iko's Stay at the beginning, and yeah, it takes a 360 turn into something that feels like EDM and umzonkonko. And the other track here is called Hamba Nawe. Well, this is the part of the album where everything takes an R&B-ish love ballad turn. Hamba Nawe, it's Kwesta featuring Tupsi. You can't really miss Tupsi's voice, and yeah, the chemistry is still on 100, and I'm guessing they're trying to build from Nyasfela Ngawe to this more fast-paced R&B-ish Kasi Love Letter kind of song. Yeah, still on the concept of being R&B-ish and ballads. Yeah, Daidang is another song here. It feels like modernized R&B. I'm assuming that the person that's singing or rapping over this thing is Magwa, which is the feature. It has a smooth, deep flow by Kwesta, and it's something like something TGT would do. That's the vibe that I got from it. Another cut is called Favorite Song, which still follows the R&B type thing. It's a super romantic ballad. The only thing that I thought to myself was, where's Vusi Nova on this? Where is Langa Mavuso? Where is Manana? But Kwesta did well to carry the song and showed how versatile he can get. Another track is called Eyes, and again, the only thing that annoyed me throughout was that I had to guess who was being featured, because somewhere the features are written, somewhere they are not, and maybe it adds part to the mystery, and it's trying to challenge if you know your music as well as you should. I don't know, but moving right along, chilled beat accompanied English by a decent flow, beautiful flow. I'm assuming it's Berita, because it sounds like her, and towards the end she also carries the track gracefully with melodic tunes and a magical voice. Who I Am is the last track on this thing. Has one of the best beats here. It's extremely layered. Everything came together nicely. Shout out to the production team. Storytelling at its best, and it was a really good way to end an album. Again, so with this album, I don't know, Dakar and Dakar 2 was probably where he was still trying to like properly establish himself. Dakar 2 being one of the best-selling hip-hop albums of all time in South Africa, and I stand corrected with the date of when he last released. But yeah, this album was kind of too mixed for me, because looking at the title, you would think that you were gonna find a lot of Kwaito, and don't get me wrong, it was there, but there was twists and turns of him trying to cater for everyone, but I guess we were just thrown off by the title. However, it doesn't take away from the fact that it's a listenable album. You could listen to it, and it doesn't have a lot of skips. Of course, there are skips, but there are not too many. So, Kwesta, g.o.d, Guluva. Go check it out.
Step up in the building, I be shining so hot.